There are a number of things happening, outside. You know, it's some of the small conversations.
You mean outside our studios?
Outside our studios and outside Ghana as well. Okay. There's a certain lady called Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
Stormy Daniels.
She's the one worrying Donald Trump.
Well, if it was just a one-night encounter, then it shouldn't be worrying, should it? We'll come back and deal with one, right? We'll come back. Yeah. It's good or not? We'll come back and deal with that matter. But, you know, this month of March is our Ghana month, and Joy FM organizing a number of trips so people can familiarize themselves with what we have in Ghana, appreciate our tourism as well. So the latest was a trip to Nzulezu.
We know that it's part of the all-encounter period of patrons of the Joy FM trip to that small community, but that has gotten a lot of enlightenment and focus in international tourist map.
Yeah, it's a community on water. Here's Emefa Jradosi's reports from the trip to Nzulezu.
It was a long drive to the western side, 6 good hours. Many patrons wanted to catch the flora and the wonderful scenes of the countryside, but the body was weak. In our quest to see what it felt like living on water, we saw this beautiful edifice, a fort. Most of us had no clue which fort it was. But these ladies, do we know where we are?
Yeah, we are at Fort Apollonia.
Apollonia Fort? Tour guide, I beg, take over.
Saint Antonio. And the fort is now 503 years. And the second oldest after Elmina Castle.
This little girl came to learn a lot about this fort.
I learned that they kept the slaves in a cell. They kept them in the cell for 12 hours and they took them out for 12 hours too.
Great, good job. Give me 5. But the rest, what did you learn?
1, 2, 3. Hey, wait.
Nanying, they only came to have fun. Jerome, can you hear me? Let's quickly flip the pages and get to Nzulezu. Okay, so I'm sure you're probably wondering why I'm in this life jacket. We are going on a tour, and this is Nzulezu. In case you're wondering where Nzulezu is, we're here at Nzulezu. This is our final rest stop. We're supposed to wear some our life jackets from here, take the boat, and then go for this ride. So come along as we do this together. Okay, so we are just about to take off. We are finally headed to Nzulezu. People, are you ready?
Ready.
Right. In the world, the journey to get there was enough for us. Initially, it could take you 45 minutes on a canoe to get to the town. But with the help of canoes powered by the outboard motors, it took us less than 20 minutes to navigate the calm waters and lush vegetation, and finally the wide expanse of Lake Amansuri, which means the people's water. After a few minutes on the lake, we lifted our heads and oh, there it was, the beauty of a whole community on stilts.
high. Love it.
Inspector High.
We were taken around this community, which sadly lacks a hospital and has serious sanitation issues.
Captain Abumafriku, the Honorable Minister for Tourism, visited the Nzulezu Tourist Center last week, and we put our problem before her, and she has promised to help people, let people, that the Zoomline people, come to our aid and clear that place.
One cannot leave this place without carrying a small canoe designed by the people.
Now business
is the same, but we are saying. Now business never say.
Oh, so any pa bad ya, the Umutadi, any pa media say, I will be a lot of baby and a hand.
So you manage someone when you pay.
Okay, it's all fun here at Nzulezu. How are you feeling?
Very happy, I'm so excited. The way the kids are swimming in the river, I can't do that. So I'm very happy, I'm very excited.
Well, the night had to come quickly after a long day. Wait, we are not done. It's a wrap, people.
It was fun. I liked it because of the boat ride.
Was that the most exciting thing for you?
Yes. And my best part was when we went riding to the village.
You enjoyed that part very well, right?
Yes, first I was scared.
But later?
It was all right.
Expectations were met and maybe even beyond, because there were a lot of attractions that I wasn't expecting, and I had a lot of surprises, really. I really enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun. And I think, in fact, what I have now can take me through the rest of the year.
We have one more place to visit. It's kayaking. Don't miss this. Nancy MFR Jadosi. JoyNews.
And it's Joy FM's Fantastic Four tour in the Ghana month of March. MFR Jadosi absolutely enjoying herself on these trips. She's the only person who's been tripping on this.
Yeah, and I've been to a number of the tourist sites in the Volta region too.
Before?
Yeah, I have been there.
Oh, okay.
And then there's one also in Benin. That's even bigger than this.
So that's a community on water as well?
Yeah, bigger. It's a bigger one. And it's very historical as always. But what we need is the development of the site. So before you get there, you don't get bored before you get there.
Yeah.
You get to do a number of things. There will be maybe residential facilities, some restaurant parking lots, some kind of activity, maybe a number of things.
Yeah.
That would, if we can have jet skis around there, just like the way we'll have for Aqua Safari, you have a whole resort. You know, it makes you go spend the money. So you know you're saving because
you're coming back with an empty wallet.
Yeah, but it's because you saved for
yeah.
it, you know. And that's what we need to develop these sites, because there's no point having monkeys or primates somewhere and then you just drive to, let's say, Taffy, and it's boring and there's nothing, unless maybe the event organizers put together various events, then we don't tend to see the attraction.
Yeah,
because we shouldn't think that the Americans or the Europeans don't have tourist sites. They have them, but they develop them.
Yeah, it's true. And I think that, you know, the media supports in so many ways, but it's up to the ministry, it's up to the government to get down with the real infrastructure so that even as we hype these places, people would not find them boring, you know, when they finally make the trip. So that's it for MFS Report. We've got entertainment. We know that over the weekend, on Saturday, Ebony Rains was laid to rest. Becky will be here. Do we talk about Stormy Daniels, or we shelve Stormy Daniels? We let Stormy Daniels storm elsewhere, and then we'll bring you entertainment. So Becky will be up next with some entertainment news, Roland.
Yeah, so we wait for Becky with the latest. I know it's all going to be death, but it's all entertainment as well. It's more of a celebration than burial, right?
Yeah, I think, yes, I think it was. Yeah.